This is part 3 of a real deal episode that we're doing on a property I bought subject to. We did part 1, so if you guys have ever wanted to see a deal broken all the way down, where the pain came from, how did we find the deal, where did the list come from, numbers, and what the exit strategy is, we just did a video on that. It's in part 1. Go get that link in the description or somewhere on the screen, my team will put it. Then we did part 2. And part 2 is, what is the actual process of subject to? I don't understand. How can you buy a property from a homeowner and keep the mortgage in their name, but the deed goes into your name? I don't understand how you can buy houses without taking or paying off the old mortgage. I walked through that very technically, but also simply in part 2. And this is part 3. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through this house and show you how I'm gonna make $6,300 a month in cash flow. Let's get started. So here we go. Robin, Alex, say hello to YouTube real fast.
Hello. What's up, YouTube?
All right, guys, in the previous videos, part 1 and part 2, you knew that Alex recognized us over at QT.
Can we get a picture? Of
course.
Yeah.
Give Eric your phone.
Please.
The best gas station on planet Earth. I said, dude, are you off in 30 minutes? He says, yes, I am. He came over to the property and we did some YouTube content together. So here's what PadSplit is, okay? Check this out. This is the freaking coolest thing. So PadSplit is a company that will take this property and they will go and find tenants that cannot afford to live in at current rents, right? We all are hearing that current rents are super high, right? Yeah. So guys, if you want a training, I did a 2-hour training for my SubTo community. I'll give you guys like 30 minutes of it just so you have a little bit more of a description of it. But PadSplit link is down below. So PadSplit comes in and what they do is they take your living rooms, your dining rooms, they take your garage and they go, how can we turn this into as many bedrooms as possible? And what they do is they then market it, fill the rooms, vet the tenants, they do all the things for you, they collect all the money, and they kick the money over to you. Wow. The only thing they don't do is landscape and cleaning, okay? How long does the average tenant stay in these little rooms? 9 months. Very interesting, right? So check this out. This would be one room, which would be, I think we would run this for probably the most because this has its own area. It's got its own like really, really big area. Think about this now. What PadSplit will do is they will put 4 people's bedrooms to 1 bathroom. You can already say that that person's gonna be like the king of the house. Okay, so come in here and let's check it out. So what PadSplit would do, if we start over here, they would leave this dining room area here. They would leave the kitchen area here, but they would suggest that I turn this into a bedroom over here, okay? They would suggest I turn the garage into 1, maybe 2 bedrooms. So now you got 1.
Are you able to do that?
Yes.
You need like a window or something, a closet?
Yep, so we can pop a window, yep. You don't need a closet. Closets are for appraisals, not for legal stuff. So if I put a bedroom here, guess what I gotta have? I gotta have a door and I gotta have a window, okay?
AC, right?
Yep, AC. So like this air conditioning right here, we would take this air conditioning and pop it over and pop it down in there. Okay, so this room right here would rent out for $175 to $200 a week. That's pretty cool. So I could get this one room for $800. And when you see the training that these guys gave and they show all these houses that they have like already, they have hundreds of houses all over the country and in the valley too. They're gonna be here next week. They're gonna walk this property with me and 2 other properties that I'm onboarding on PadSplit. They're gonna come and walk them with me in person and just kind of coach me along. And then I'm gonna record that and teach everybody like how I do it. Cause I'm learning it too.
Right.
I'm like, it's super sick. I learn stuff every single day. So 1 room here, then probably just 1 room in the garage. And then what they would do in here, they would turn this into, so you see, you got this slider, so they'd leave this slider, but they would create a room. Alex, go stand right there and put your arms up. Put your arms like this.
Yes.
So this would be a room right here. Okay, so you walk in the front area, you have a hallway that goes around. This would turn into a room as well. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms already. Okay, then you've got right here, bathroom would be for those bedrooms over here. And then you've got, okay, so you got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so here we go. Boom, this is so great. Perfect 9 bedrooms. So this will be a bedroom by itself. This will be a bedroom by itself. And then this room will turn into 2. Okay, so what they'll do is you'll have a little hallway here. Okay, doorway goes into this, and then we'll have another room right here. And then these 4 people in this area share this bathroom.
Wow.
I know. It's not like ideal. I wouldn't want to live in it.
Not ideal living, but something
But
to
think about people that are only making, like school teachers that are making like $3,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you survive on your own if your rent is $2,000 or your rent is $1,500 or whatever? It's like half your money is going to rent. This is in such high demand, especially as rents are going super high. This is one of the most in-demand things. People are going to mobile home parks because they're like, I can't afford a house or a regular apartment, so they're going to mobile home parks, or they're living in their RVs. You see a lot of young people now are like,
the buses or whatever, like trying.
yeah, dude.
For sure.
And they're doing that partly because they want to see the country, but they also are like, dude, I can't afford to live, right? So I'm going to do a handful of these houses and we're going to experiment with it. But that's how you generate this. This house with 9 bedrooms, $175 a week. We worked it out to what, $6,300 a month.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's how it would work. PadSplit would charge $800 roughly. So 6,300 times 0.15. So they charge $945. Okay, so I've got 6,300. And by the way, editor, anytime I throw out numbers, pop them shits up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? So 6,300 minus 930, you got 5,300. My rent payment, what was it in video number 1? Do you remember?
20. The rent payment?
It was 2,100.
2,300. Oh, sorry. My mortgage payment is 2,300. The rent, the
21.
20.
That's right.
Okay, so after I make my mortgage payment, I pay PadSplit. I have $3,000 left over. Okay, I'm going to take $1,000 out for cleaning. I'm going to take and utilities. Okay, they say that cleaning, utilities, landscape are about another 15%, which is another, let's say 1,000. This property will net me. That's freaking amazing.
With all that, is that included as like a reserve or something in case like shit really hits the fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
$2,000 a month. I'll make.
Use plenty of money
Net.
to pay off your lender too.
Yep. So remember, I borrowed money from my Uncle Eric right here, okay?
Right.
So my Uncle Eric, let's say he's gonna have a $500 monthly payment. Everything net, after I pay everything, there's fluff and stuff, like even buffer,
Right.
it's $1,570 a month. Eric, do you wanna make a $500 monthly payment? You got 45 grand you wanna give me for this house?
Maybe.
So pretty gangster.
So Paige, I gotta ask you, how much money did you put into the deal?
I have no money in the deal. None. Zero.
Does
Zilch.
that mean you're getting infinite cash on cash return?
Isn't that crazy? So like other people are trying to get 10% returns, 15%. I'm getting infinite return because I didn't do a credit check. It's bonkers, dude. So yeah, who knows? I've never done a PadSplit before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with this and we'll do a follow-up. Eric, hey guys, hold Eric accountable. Make sure you hold Eric accountable. Tell my team down in the comments, bring us video number 4 in this series. We just did part 1, part 2, and part 3. We'll give you part 4 as long as we get 100 comments that say, Eric, give us part 4, okay? Also, if you guys want private money from Eric, say, Eric, give me your money in the comments, okay? Any questions before we wrap up?
No, I can't think of nothing right now.
How good was part 1, by the way?
Super cool, very cool.
Go watch part 1. What about part 2?
Just as good.
Go watch part 2.
And then this is the PadSplit one. This might be my favorite one.
This is the PadSplit one, yeah.
PadSplit. That's super sick. I've never heard of that. You just split up a house in 9 rooms, and then you got like infinite money going.
Yeah, what's cool is like the training that we did with PadSplit last night. Their executives came in to like 900 of our SubTo community members and taught for a couple of hours. And the questions are like, what about HOAs? What about 55 plus? What about who controls the thermostat? What about the parking? Like every question you could even think of. This is why live training is so good. So guys, if you want that training, we'll put that in the description down below. I'll give you like 30 minutes of that. And if you are a SubTo community member already and you missed the live last night, make sure you go into the SubTo vault and type in PadSplit. Video number 1 came out yesterday. And then next week, PadSplit is coming into the community again for another 2 hours. And what's freaking cool about PadSplit is Mandisa, our account executive, she just joined SubTo so she could sit in the Facebook group and answer questions about PadSplit stuff all day long. Gangster. Here's what I would do. You're new, right? You're not my student, but you've watched me on social media. Here's what I would do. In wherever your local area is, do you guys have meetups in Miami?
Yeah.
See, anywhere in the country, our students and our community is doing meetups. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to go to the meetups here in Phoenix and you got to link in with some of the students and go, who can I buy a deal with? Who can I partner with? Who can I borrow money from? Who can I go on appointments with? Who can I hang out with? And it's usually, how many people were at the last meetup, Eric? 60, 70?
Easy.
Yeah, easy. So like there's all of our community members are there. DM me and I'll tell you when the next Arizona one is. But if you got
We have one this Wednesday, right?
this one? Yeah, but this won't make it by then. We have one this Wednesday, this coming Wednesday?
Yeah.
Are you going to be in town?
Up for it.
Oh, sweet. So yes, we're having one this Wednesday.
Nice.
Usually they have them every Saturday, Saturday afternoon. Go to the one on Wednesday. You'll link in with a bunch of people. Like Kevin Cho is a 22-year-old kid that runs my meetups here locally. He'll make $700,000 this year. Just doing deals with other people at the meetup.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
700 grand. Crazy. So guys, if you're in YouTube land and you're like, well, how do I get into a meetup? Go to my Facebook group, Creative Finance with Pace Morby. We'll put a link there too. And link in with my students. We've got community members all over the country. We'll put his Instagram name on. We got community members all over the country doing meetups. They want to do deals with you. They want you to bring your money to the table. If you are a wholesaler and you're sitting there going, I need somebody to help me, here you go. Last year you made a couple $100,000 roughly by doing deals last year, right?
Yeah, agent outreach.
Boom, there you go. So guys, that wraps up for video number 3. Don't forget to remind Eric, I want your money, and Eric make video part 4. We'll see you in the next one.